people. How are you, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. Been about a week now since I've posted anything. Been really active on Twitter, finding that really useful. I can't, if you stumbled across this and you're watching my videos on YouTube and you haven't got a Twitter account, get yourself on Twitter. I mean, there's a fantastic load of people on there, all experiencing the same sort of problems. So get yourself on there and make yourself aware. Really lovely people on there, all experiencing the same sort of jobs with addiction and stuff. So it's I wish I'd found it years ago, to be fair. Yeah, so it's get yourself on there. Somebody mentioned in one of my videos and commented I was a bit too low, my volume. I'm a mumbler by trade, unfortunately, so I've decided that if I drive I'll probably end up shouting, which will probably help no end, you know what I mean? So but a little update on the smoking. I've bought this thing, look at the size of it, it's like a torpedo. So I'm giving this a go. I've changed my flavour. I was on pear drops last time. I mean, I've gone nuts. I've got, what did I have? Cinnamon blast. Now we're on something to do with watermelon, because somebody said that would work out for the best. So I've gone for that. It's nuts, this thing. I'm going to show you a bit of smokage. Let's have a look. Again, I shouldn't be doing it driving, but here we go. Check that out. So yeah, so it's really helping. Doing my vaping. It's sort of been just over a week now. I have had a sneaky fag, to be fair with you. I felt absolutely rotten for doing it. I kind of buckled when I was at work with everyone, and the problem is with me, I'm a Sparky, so I'm working on site and stuff, and you get no sympathy from anyone, to be honest with you. And you've got to, I'm not saying it's harder for me than anyone else, but the lads don't help, and I just buckled, and this is peer pressure for you, isn't it? So just rise above that. The last few days, yesterday, Friday, I got over it and carried on. But what I really wanted to talk about was the similarities. Obviously, I haven't gambled for just gone 3 years, but I'm experiencing a lot of the same symptoms. Giving up the fags as I would have done with gambling, and I did do with gambling. And this just cements the fact that all addictions, whether they be gambling, smoking, drugs, drink, sex, internet, phones, PS4s. I had a comment from somebody that's struggling with that addiction, and I never really thought about it, but you can get addicted to anything, can't you? So I'm just going to go through what I'm experiencing at the minute, and that is obviously my withdrawal from nicotine, and my mood. I've sort of noticed that I'm very much up and down at the minute. I'll get in there, don't you worry about that. I'm very much up and down at the minute, but oddly, probably because I've got some oxygen in my body, I expect, but I do feel a bit more alive, to be honest with you. Don't feel so fatigued at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Yeah, just feel a bit cleaner, do you know what I mean? I know when people say I've been clean for so long, it's really odd, isn't it? Because you physically actually do feel like you've had a good scrub, do you know what I mean? And you don't feel so grubby, it's really odd, but I can't really explain it any better than that, to be honest with you. But yeah, so you know, it is a bit up and down. I wake up in the morning, that's the hardest time for me, really. I mean, I've just picked my coffee up. Caracoli's brilliant coffee. And normally I'd be making myself a smoke, and they go hand in hand for me. I know it's beer and don't really drink, to be honest with you. Can't do with the hangovers. So, you know, for me, it was you know, that was my morning ritual. For hundreds of thousands, it is millions, I expect. You know, that it's the first thing you do in the morning. Oh, I'm going in the tunnel. Sorry. Is to have a smoke and a coffee. So yeah, I'm missing that. I'm missing the morning one, and I'm finding that hard. But once I get out and about, and I start chucking this torpedo thing down, I'm laughing. You know, I can survive the day, get home, and keep myself busy. I've noticed, you know, with that little bit of spurt of energy, and I do remember it from gambling, that, you know, you felt more involved. Do you know what I mean? It's like, definitely because I'm not shagging myself out with suffocating myself from oxygen. I do feel a bit more alert, you know, a bit more willing to participate, if you like. And my sister, unfortunately, has not been very well the last week. She's been laid up in hospital, and and ahhing what was the matter with her, but suspected she had a minor heart attack, funny enough. Well, not funny enough, it's terrible. So I've been running up and down. She's a fair slog away from us, to be honest, me and my dad, so I've been ferrying him around and going to see her and stuff. And, you know, before, you know, just smoking the fags, or even gambling, or whatever, you know, I would have done it, but it would have been like sort of, you know, I can't be arsed sort of thing. I know that sounds terrible, but that's what would have gone through my mind. Nobody would have known that, but that's how I would have been thinking about it. And just with that little bit of energy that I've gained from getting a bit of oxygen back in my body, you know, I felt like, yeah, I want to do this. Of course I do, because it's my sister and I should be there, you know, and I was, you know, and didn't really bother me. And just getting out and about, and this is the key thing with, you know, addictions, and when you're coming off something and you're starting your recovery, is that thing, isn't it? It's you know, to keep yourself busy, and try and rekindle, you know, some of them things that you used to get enjoyment from, you know. So for a lot of people, you know, it's a sport or what have you. I mean, don't try and substitute something, yeah, because you're not really giving anything up, are you? Yeah, you've got to try and think that. I mean, you got into a bad habit, and you never done it in the first place, so you just got to, you know, stop doing it, haven't you? It sounds so simple, but so you know, don't try and substitute it for something. So a lot of people, it's gym and what have you, and it, you know, when they're packing up the you know, the drink, the smokes, you know, or an addiction in general, they're like, right, that's it, gym membership, I'm in there, and they go full flog at it, you know, and they're in there 7 days a week, absolutely burning the shit out of themselves. And that's hard to keep up. It's yeah, you know, it's really, you're going to struggle to keep that up. So find yourself 2, 3, maybe 4 things, yeah, so you're mixing it up a bit. I mean, the only way I can describe it, you know, is if you had, you know, baked beans on toast or something, you went, oh, that's lovely, and then, but you had to have it for the next 6 months, 7 days a week, you'd be fucking bored shitless of it, wouldn't you? So, you know, but if you found 2 or 3 things that you enjoyed and then mixing it up over them 6 months, and, you know, you get more satisfaction out of it, wouldn't you? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm still, you know, obviously this is from my gambling days and my recovery of that. I've still got my little bits and bobs to do to keep myself busy, but a few of them that I didn't do because, you know, I just didn't have the the energy from bloody smoking, I started doing. So I went and played footy last week. Fucking hell, just shows you how unfit I am. But I mean, the problem was I was playing with a load of lads from work that are like in their 20s. I mean, I'm nearly 40 now, so but I'd done all right. You know, I did do okay. It was out of graft, but I helped me out. You know, to be honest, I was never a decent football player, but you know, I didn't let myself down, and they all said I'd done okay. So whether they were doing that to humour me, I don't know. But so anyway, so that's important. The other things, you know, definitely again, I'm just going to mention it. I know I'll probably do it on every single video I bloody do. But the importance of realising and acknowledging that shit days are okay. I did see something on Twitter actually, a little picture thing with a quotation. It's really important, isn't it? You know, it's really important to you know, acknowledge that you're going to feel crap whether you've got a fucking addiction or not. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. You know, you're not going to wake up feeling mustard every day, and you are going to have them cruddy days, addiction or not. And I just can't. That's a big thing that's helped me, you know, to work at that and realise that I'm not having a crap day. I don't need to turn to gambling. I don't need to have a smoke because I'm having a bad day. Because the bloke over the road there who don't smoke, don't gamble, don't drink nothing, he's having a crap day. You know what I mean? But he ain't turned to none of this. So I can do the same, and that's what you got to do. And you know, same old, but it is day by day. Today I'm not going to gamble, today I'm not going to have a smoke, and off we go. Yeah, get the day out of the way, and then tomorrow you're off again, aren't you? Every day that goes past, little things get easier, you get stronger. That's the thing, you're just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. I mean, let's say water is the life and soul of everything, isn't it? Yeah. So you're starved of water. Let's say addiction starves you of water. You're drooping. You're that flower that's just falling over, aren't you? Yeah. And it will get to the point where it's just unsalvageable. But you start putting that water in, and day by day, you're going to see that strength build again. And then before you know it, you've got a lovely, upright, strong flower. Beautiful. Let's imagine ourselves as that, you know, what flower you're going to be, and you're just going to be out there, bold as brass, proud cock, you know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to achieve, isn't it? But during that time, you're going to get a little, you know, although you're building your strength and you're up here, that day it might not rain. Yeah, so you're going to stay there, or you're just going to droop a little bit. Then tomorrow the rain come again, and you know what I mean. That's how it is. You can't have it all your own way. There's going to be hurdles. Yeah, but if you can't get over that hurdle that day, stand in front of it. Don't go back. Just wait there. Look at it. Work out how you're going to get over that hurdle. You don't have to climb it today. You can climb it tomorrow. But it's important that you don't go back thinking I can't get over there. It stumped me, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, because you've got over some already, and this one ain't no different. Okay, you've just got to think maybe a little bit, stand there, look at it, think I ain't going back there, I'm going to hang about here and work out what's the best way to get over this, and you'll work it out. The brain's a wonderful thing. By speaking to people, if you don't know how you're going to get over it, have a chat, take a rest. You know, go for a walk, think about things, you know, research, go online, have a little chat. That's the best way. That's going to help me. And then tomorrow, over you go. You know what I mean? And then you're going to come across another one further down the line, and you just keep going. And eventually, let's say at the start of it, you've got a hurdle every 10 yards. You know, the further you go, the hurdles just get further and further afield. And you know, that's what I'm experiencing now. I mean, it's sort of a week, and I'm not feeling too shabby. I have felt pretty rough with it, because I was a pretty heavy smoker. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like, that's it, I'm a non-smoker, do you know what I mean? But that's what I'm planning on being, isn't it, you know? And if I stick to my guns and do what do what I advise, and that's the hardest thing. I've got to seek refuge from my own advice, and I really, and battle through it, jump them hurdles. If I can't, sit back, think about it, work it all out, I'll get over it. And that'll be the same for you guys. You know, you're going to get over this addiction that you've got. Okay, it's all a thought process. It's just a very complex thought process that's been ingrained in you. You know, and it's that placebo thing, isn't it? You know, it's that placebo that you've been ingrained in this false belief that gambling, cigarettes, drink, what have you, is your crutch, is the thing that will see you through. But it's not, is it? You don't want it to be your crutch, yeah? So if you were injured and your leg was bad and the hospital give you a crutch to walk around on, as soon as you're better, you don't want a crutch, do you? You don't want to be walking around on a crutch. You probably don't want it in the first place. And that's no different to the addiction that's been fed into you. Okay, it's sort of ingrained in your head that you need it to survive the day, to survive the week, to reward yourself. But it's bollocks. It's absolutely bollocks. You reward yourself with good things. Yeah, that's the way to deal with it, isn't it? You know, you ain't going to reward yourself with, say, a shot of hepatitis B, are you? Yeah, you're going to reward yourself with good things, but the gambling or smoking, drinking, whatever, I mean, don't reward yourself with that if it's hurting you. Yeah, you've got to treat yourself. So set yourself little milestones and look forward to a reward. So whether it's like a takeaway on the Friday, if you've made it through the week, you deserve praise. You deserve to give yourself a little pat on the back, and treat yourself to or the family, whatever, and just get yourself like a takeaway or something. That's nice, isn't it? Or get yourself a book, or just a bit of clothing or something like that. Because when you're wrapped up in your addiction and what have you, I never bought anything really, because I wanted all the money to gamble with. So when you start seeing money in your bank, because you're starting to obviously not spend it on the gambling, you can reward yourself. It's a very strange feeling. I've been putting this money away that I'm saving on the fags. I mean, I'm blowing a load on this stuff, but the little bit I'm going to start saving, I mean, I'll just put it in my Littlands account. You know what I mean? And that's an incentive for me to stay off the fags as well. So, but I know, looking at Twitter and stuff, it's just opened my eyes. Really, I know people are watching my vids and stuff, but I can't there's no face to it or what have you. There's nobody's really, don't get me wrong, the messages I'm getting back are fantastic, but I'd like to hear from more people. Come and say hello, come and find me on Twitter, Gambling Sucks on Twitter, yeah. I'm posting, bits and bobs and comical stuff and what have you, and there's loads of people like me, and there's loads of people like you. So come and find it, come and join in and see that you're not alone in what you're doing. Whether your last gamble was last night or 6 years ago, there is a place to fit in there, yeah. So we'll encourage the people that are, last gamble was last night feeling shit, but also the 6 years need encouragement, yeah, because they're doing fantastic. And we will get that person that gambled only last night. We'll pick them up. That's what you need. You need support around you. So if you're like me, and there isn't really a lot of people in your life, go and find people. These are the best people in the world because they're experiencing it, or they're experienced in it. Yeah. And you put something on there, and people will come back with the nicest of things. Yeah. And it will just prove to you that you're not battling whatever you're addicted to alone. Okay. But a very key thing is to, you know, if you're watching this and you're nearing your rock bottom and you're at your wit's end, first and foremost, you must get that monkey off your back. Okay. Get that weight lifted. Then speak to your loved ones. Open up. Tell them that is a massive part of the weight gone. And you can start thinking about it. You'll never be able to quit and stay off it while you're holding that secret. Okay? And that's paramount. I can't fucking emphasize that enough. It's really important to open that up. Okay, friends, families, girlfriends, boyfriends, mums, dads, anyone, sisters, brothers, whatever. The vicar, tell him. But anyway, get that off your back, and you will feel that sense of relief and that bloody pressure and stress gone. Once you've done that, and there's that understanding, okay, don't worry about it. Really don't worry about going to your friends and family, right? Because they're your loved ones. If you went to your mum and dad, they might have mixed reactions. I don't know your mum and dad, but at the end of the day, they brought you into this world and they love you, and they only want to see you right. Okay, I've got kids and I want to see them happy. Okay, that's all we do as parents. Okay, you just want to, it's not about me anymore, is it? I've had to get rid of these selfish ways because it's not about me. It's about my children. So I've got to now work. All I go to work for is to pay my bills and see my kids all right when I pop it, you know. So your parents are approachable regardless of what you think. If they're going to have a little wobble, they'll have a little wobble and a little moan and a bit of this and a bit of that. But they'll come round and they'll do their research and find that it ain't as simple as just stopping it like my parents said. Yeah? Just stop. Darren, I don't know why you gamble. Just stop it. Just stop doing it. Well, Dad, it ain't as simple as that. I mean, I want to stop it. I'm telling you, I want to stop it. I wanted to stop it a bloody 100 times, but I just couldn't. Yeah. So once we'd had the initial conversation, there was a couple of days gap, you know, because he'd lent me money and I bluffed it. He come back and we had a better conversation for it, and he understood. I said, Dad, I'm in a hole. I couldn't stop gambling. You give me a fiver, you give me 500 quid. I would have gone and tried to make it something. But there was no end figure, obviously, because it doesn't matter. I could have made that 50 grand and I would have lost it. Yeah. But you've got to get that open with your friends and family. Very important. And then you will just feel so much better for it. If you're watching this and you're living that secret still, find the right time. Work at that over the next few days, week or something, about not concentrating on, right, I've got to give this up. Okay, you know you've got to give it up, but you've got to concentrate now on, how do I open up? How do I go and speak to people? don't be scared to speak to people. If they walk away and turn their back on you, then so be it. Okay, time is a great healer. You've got to prove yourself. But once you're clean of it, then you can turn around and try and rebuild them bridges. Okay, it's very selfish being an addict, and it's very selfish also when you're in recovery. Okay, because you've got to look after yourself. Yeah, so don't worry about what people think, because if you do, you're never going to break free of this vicious cycle you're in. And that's important. You've got to speak out, let everybody know the slate is going to start clean. Okay, there's no secrets anymore. You know, people are going to want to take your card off you and manage your money. That ain't a bad thing. That's what you want to be doing. Okay, if you've got a girlfriend or wife or husband, boyfriend, brother, sister, and they say, right, that's it, let me take your card off you, you should go, thank fuck for that. Yeah, you're going to kick them and fucking scream like fuck, but it's the best thing for you, because that responsibility now is you're going to have a bit of pocket money, yeah, to go and buy your fags, you know, get lunch at work or whatever it be. Okay, you'll have your pocket money, but you haven't got that access to funds. Okay, so get your family involved, but you can only do that by opening up. Open up, big burden gone. Once you've done that, find a support network. Okay, so once you've opened up to them, you can talk to them quite freely. You'll be amazed how freely you can talk, and it would just all spill out, and you think, fuck me, where was all this? Where was all this? I was holding all this. No wonder I'm fucking in bits. Yeah? Because once that tap starts dripping, yeah, once you get it freed up to start dripping, you can turn it on full hog. Okay? And you'll be amazed how simple it is, and just to talk, and what a relief it is. So that's it. So I mean, this is all coming fresh to my head through packing up smoking. Okay, I've told everyone I'm not giving up the fags. I mean, people are more supportive of that because they understand the damage that fags do. They don't necessarily understand the damage that gambling does. They don't see it. But again, you've got to just talk it through. Or for my one of my followers, the PlayStation 4. I mean, as naive as I am, I'm not a gamer, so I was absolutely gobsmacked that you can get. He was up to that, but looking at it, why not? You know, you can get hooked to anything, can't you? So, but the process is all the same, isn't it? You know, it's you know, it's just concentrating on that recovery, and what's paramount is getting the fucking thing started. Okay, so it's making that commitment. No, first and foremost, acknowledging you've got that problem. Yeah, if you're watching my videos and you follow me and stuff, you know, and you've got a problem, stick with me. I mean, I try and talk as honestly as I can, and the first thing to do is just acknowledge you've got that problem. And if you found me and you've got a problem, then I think you probably already have. And the second thing to do is work out. You don't have to just do it off the cuff. If you do, great. But maybe write some stuff down. Maybe write a letter to your mum and your dad and say, oh, I can't do it works, but can you read that when I'm not here? Read it tonight. And then let them come to you and have a little chat. And you'll find it so easy once that tab is turned. And then once it's turned, go for it. Just stay positive. You know, let all that crap come out, and it will be. I mean, it's like my lungs now after not smoking for a week. They just feel great. They've got air in them, and that's how you feel for doing that. So yeah, I mean, another little rant again, isn't it? But I just had to sort of say that because I'm giving up the fags. It sort of brought all that back about, you know, the keen acknowledge what you're going through, and for you to acknowledge what you've got to do, yeah, and how selfish you've got to be. You know, that's important. You've got to do that. So yeah, so I don't think I've got much more to say, but just felt like I had to get it off. Got a banging drive up to Reading today, so I just thought I'd chuck something in while I was driving up, really. So yeah, so all the best to everyone, and any questions, let me know. Come and introduce yourself. I'd love to know, you know, who's about. Just come and say hello. I'll always reply. Any questions, ask them, you know. That's what I'm here for. That's what everybody else that's doing these vlogs, everyone calls them vlogs, maybe somebody can understand, or vlogs, I don't know what that means, but yeah, so just come and have a chat, say hello, I'll reply back, and you know, I wish you all the best, and I will video again soon. But yeah, keep positive. Do what you got to do, and hopefully a few people watching this might just think, I've got to speak to somebody in the family. Start with one and let it go. Yeah, you'll work it out. As addicts, we're crafty fuckers, so you know what you're doing. You just gotta, you know, you're just scared because you don't want to get this secret out in the open, but you're not going to fix yourself without getting it out in the open, okay? People can't fix problems if they don't know what the problem is to start with, okay? So once that's out in the open, you know, you'd just be amazed how good you feel about it and how positive you're going to be moving forward. Yeah, keep it a secret. You're tying yourself up in knots inside. Yeah, don't release it. Let that stress and strain out. Really important, people. Okay, so yeah, all the best. I've got fucking half an hour to go before I get to work still, so but yeah, let me know in the comments, please. All right, all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Ta-da.